Hi, I'm Ezra, and today I'm going to be trying to reawaken my love for building in Minecraft. If you know me, I am awful at finishing any building in Minecraft that I ever start. So today my challenge is to go into creative and start almost a forever world. I want to try and build as much as possible using new block palettes, new styles, and just having fun with building rather than worrying about finding the resources. So let's see how it goes. So we're going to call the world building. This is like the longest part of Minecraft. Oh, okay, we're lagging. That's always a good sign. Right, let's give it a second to generate and then we'll start moving. Right, so this is our spawn area. We've started in a decently nice area. Got like a tiny little jungle biome over here. We've got a nice big ocean. This could be really good for some cool buildings. Let's just get started. We're going to start clearing kind of the spawn area. And we're just going to start building over here because it's fairly nice, so we might as well. What blocks do we have that are new? So I've not been able to really use Pale Oak due to being on such an old version of Minecraft. Oh, so we've got all the copper stuff now. That's nice. Yeah, so all of these I don't recognise. We've got all the shelves. Okay, this is why I think I wanted to play this version, is for these shelves, because I feel like these are going to be so pretty to build with. We've got these little guys. I'm so excited to build with these, actually. I do want to do like a big like fantasy style village, and then eventually maybe even a castle. I've never done like a big mega build. I've started them, never finished them actually, because once again, if you know me, I'm terrible at just completing anything. So this will be a really good challenge, especially in creative, because you kind of have a bit more lenience with creative because you've got everything. It's easy to destroy. You're not wasting valuable resources and like durability on your tools destroying these big buildings. Right, here we go. I need a water bucket. We're gonna get rid of all these leaves. These leaves are the bane of my existence, actually. Okay, right, so this is where we're going to start. This is somewhere around where the spawn is. I think we kind of just maybe stick with the natural terrain as much as possible. I do maybe want to make this a bit of a more gradual slope, so we might take it back a little bit. But I think we're just going to start. I am going to have a look on Pinterest. That is how I do all my buildings. I like to have a little look on Pinterest, see what inspiration I can find. Okay, so I found the first house I'm going to build. I'll pop it up on the screen somewhere now. I don't think I'm going to do the same colour palette though. I think I want to go for something a bit darker, maybe more purpley. Oh my gosh, is this a voiceover? Hi, it's voiceover Ezra. This is a time-lapse of me trying to pick up blocks because I couldn't decide on the colour palette. Okay, maybe we stick with the white because it would be nice to use the pale oak. Okay, so I think that's kind of what I want to do for the colour palette. I might swap out that calcite though for just a pure white concrete block. So that'll be like the main building, like the actual walls. So let's just chuck this down. Okay, so now we've got these. We'll pick out the colour for the roof. I kind of want to go for something very purple. Oh my gosh, it's voiceover Ezra again. How original. As you can tell, I'm ill right now. I'm editing and we're picking out roof colours. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do next? Yeah. Maybe we do... It's this purple wool. I don't like the purple wool. Maybe we just stick with amethyst and then we can do some of these. Something like that. Yeah, we'll add some bits and bobs to it, but I think that's good for now. So let's grab the first lot of blocks. We're just going to start building. I think I'm going to texture around it after I've got the shape down. if it wasn't obvious, this is another voiceover and we are building the walls. So we're putting walls up and putting more up actually. Now that I've put the pale oak down, I really don't like how that looks. It's too harsh. So maybe bone block is a good transition. That could be a good transition. So we're going to do some bone. I hope you weren't thinking to yourself, God, I'm getting so sick of these voiceovers and time lapses, because they're not ending anytime soon. Until we've got the nice replay mod, you're going to get this all the time. So sit back and enjoy, guys. See, that's too grey now. Yeah, that's too grey. So what could we use instead? What else? What other white blocks do we have? We have quartz, but I feel like this is going to be too dark. See, that would have been better like here. Oh, maybe we do that instead. Okay, let's replace all of these with some quartz. Oh no, we wanted that one. Okay, I'm super happy with how that's turned out. I have made it bigger than the original one, but I do want to do slightly bigger builds anyway, and we are going to kind of texture around the end here. I do want to do the building on the side, but I might just do almost like a turret on this side instead and kind of bring it out a little bit. So let's give that a go. So we'll do this as one room, but I might actually extend the roof that tiny bit further. Maybe even extend some of these lower ones up and then make it taller on the main section, just so that we can differentiate this roof to the main one. So we're actually going to bring some of these blocks further up now. We'll do this one. I don't want to change it too much because it does look pretty good already, but just basically bringing the gradients further up, making the sections bigger so that the main section can be taller basically. It's gonna have to be quite a bit taller in order for that roof to have space to work. We are gonna have to change the gradient of this, which is fine. This is all gonna have to be changed to bone block, which is super annoying to place. But this is why we're doing this series, is to give myself a bit more freedom to build and experiment and just relearn how to love building in Minecraft basically. We need to bring this up more. This could probably use a bit more of this, which I'm fine with. And then all of these quartz blocks now need to be changed to bone block. And then again, this is going to have to be changed to bone blocks. This side's not doing too bad. I might just bring this a little bit taller. And then I think this side could probably use with a slightly wider transition of colours. I guess we could bring some more of this through as well. And then we'll do some like detailing with like stairs and stuff on this side. I'm actually going to go like that, and then maybe like that. Add some quartz in. And then we do need to carry on this pattern for the walls. So the outside wall's gonna have to go here, which is strange. Maybe put some bone blocks. And then we don't need to carry on these outside walls because that's where the roof's gonna go. Not sure I'm gonna do the roof yet. Like I said earlier, I'm notoriously horrible at doing roofs. Not even horrible, I just don't like doing them. I don't enjoy doing them. They always turn out kind of like a bit lopsided and not really how I want them to look. So I kind of just avoid doing them and normally wrote one of my friends into helping me. And then we'll do this kind of like last section. All in that pale oak wood. Don't really care about it going the same direction because it's going to be covered up hopefully by like detailing. This is a lot taller than I was originally planning, but I also didn't leave myself enough space to kind of do that little roof here. And then we'll change this. We got that. We don't have bone block unfortunately for the detailing, but I don't think there's no bone block on the bottom. And then we'll also get a little bit of birch. So we can change it later on if needs be. So if we put a block here, yeah, we'll put a block there, and then that'll make it even on that side. So that'll just make it that tiny bit more rounded. I'm happy with this though, like this looks pretty good. I'm happy with like the transition of colour. So now we just need to kind of figure out the roof, and then once I've got the roof on, I think I'll sort detailing out then. The only issue we're going to have with these blocks is the fact that none of them come in half slabs. We'll figure it out though. So let's just kind of get the basic shape down, and then once we've got our basic shape, that then gives us a bit more of a basis to start doing anything else. If we bring this out, I'm just trying to pick out any full blocks I see at the moment, and then from the full blocks we can see where we need to add any half blocks, slabs even, and then we can also add the colouring in afterwards I think, and then you've got a roof. I hate that already, but I guess once we add all of the half blocks and stuff, it will look a lot better. Let's add a little bit of colour into it. I'm trying my absolute best to try and like narrate what I'm saying, but I don't know what's going through my head while I'm building either. I just kind of do stuff and hope that it looks alright. Okay, so I think if we do like that, and then we do some half blocks and like, I keep saying half blocks, like slabs, and stairs. We could do purple. Let's have a look what purple looks like. So, I am ripping the roof straight from the picture, just because I don't know how to do roofs. You know what? I don't hate the purple. I actually really like how that looks. I guess we're getting our purple in, guys. So what else needs a bit more shape? You know what? With a little bit more detailing, I can see the vision. I need a wall that I can use. Prismarine? A little bit of prismarine in there. And then, oh actually no, I think if we do that, and then where's the rest of the copper stuff? Here. We do a lightning rod. We'll do an oxidized one. Yeah? Do we like? We could also just add in that little bit of green elsewhere. Maybe like this. And then we'll use the cherry wood throughout for the decorating, I think. But I am pretty happy with how that roof turned out. Maybe like this. But I think we'd bring it down one like that. I think this could be what it's missing. Possibly. No, I think that is what it's missing. I think it just needs that little bit more depth out from the rest of the house. Maybe we just do another row of these. Like this. Oh, okay, right. It has eliminated most of the dark purple, but I like the way it's just peeking through. Would that, something like that look cool? Yeah, something, we'll do that. So I think we kind of do a little bit like, we'll just follow the shape of the building. Like that. It's not going to be super detailed, just because of how small it is, but we'll add a little bit. Oh, and then we'll maybe wrap that round. We'll kind of try and recreate that same style here with how the rest of the building is. Yeah, we'll do that and then do the same thing here with that lightning rod. And then maybe just purple steps here. Maybe one either side of this. And then possibly like this. Maybe just one more step. Don't like these. Maybe we do like a slab like that. And then this. It's not really giving roof. I think it's this one. I think we just scrap that. Just because of how small the... Yeah, that's better. And then maybe we just bring a tiny bit of amethyst through this bit. Yeah. So now we're going to get onto detailing, and we are going to use cherry wood for this. So let's just kind of grab a bit of cherry wood. So I think I want the door to kind of be around here. So we'll add our little cherry door in. Just, I hate creative. Add the little cherry door in. Maybe actually we won't do cherry door because we're doing the detail in cherry wood, and I don't want it to get overpoweringly cherry. Something like that, but maybe we do it like that, and then maybe we get this one. We do these at the bottom, and then we'll do like the flooring or stairs or whatever. I think I want there to be a window here. Let's just sort out the inside of this. I don't want it to be that high up though, so we'll do it from here. We'll just do like a 2-block window. They've kind of done like this little like thing with the trapdoors. Yeah. Place a block like that, and then that'll be like our little window, and then that can be there. That's quite cute. Do the same on this side. I kind of want to do like the windows staggered. I might do the same design that I did on that side for the window. I've done that wrong. For this side, maybe we do like that. Yeah. Maybe we also just like flatten this side down a little bit and do like a bigger door here. Window. But we do it the same sort of style that we did on that side. Just to bring this out a little bit. Don't know whether it will work very well because of the roof being there, but we can give it a go. No, I think that'll work actually. It's just a slightly shorter one. We could do a window like here to stagger it again. Do that same design that we did on the other side. Don't like how that looks actually. Can I use, let's use these instead. Oh yeah, that's better. We'll change that on this side as well. And then did we do another one? Yeah, here. And then maybe we do one more window kind of here. I want to go one block up actually. Yeah, and then we'll do that same design once again. I want to do one here. Like that, and then one like here, I think. I feel like that makes the most sense in my head. Maybe we just do a smaller window here, like we did on the tower, so the 2 block high ones. And then we can add some more detail in here. They have a little detail on here where they've got like chains hanging down with some lanterns, so I think maybe we do some little hanging lanterns. But I might use the copper chains and then possibly the copper, this one. Ooh, we're adding lots of chains and lanterns. This looks so cool. This is my daily check-in with you. So if you've made it this far into the video, drop a comment and let me know how your day's gone, if you've enjoyed this video, and if you think I added way too many lanterns, because I probably added about 10 million lanterns all over this house. They look cute though. I completely forgot that we had these cherry shelves, so I'm thinking maybe we see if we can incorporate this somewhere. I don't know what the limitations are of it. Maybe we do it on this window and turn it into a little balcony maybe. Like this. Or do we use the blue? Do they have a blue one? They do have a warped one. How does warped look? Oh. Oh yeah, the warped is way better. What glass do we go for? I normally go for white glass. I love using white glass in builds. I am going to use a spruce door. Use white glass there. Maybe a little bit of white glass there. Maybe actually for these windows here, because we've got those slabs, maybe this would work quite well for those. Yeah, I like that. So that just makes it feel a little bit more complete. Let's place a block there. Oh yeah, that's way better. Maybe this sounds really stupid, but would this door look better like that? I think it does look better like that, but maybe we use that spruce. That's super duper. Oh wait, we could do it the other way around actually. I didn't think of that. Ignore me guys, I'm stupid. Ah! Right. Oh yeah, that's way better. What about if we did the same here with this? Let me through. I like it. This needs something here. Oh, hang on a second. Might be onto something. Yeah, that kind of breaks it up a little bit, but I think I might bring this lantern up. Ah! What if I did... Oh, we need to use these copper golems somewhere. They've got to go somewhere. What about if we did some in the windows? Oh. Yeah, we'll sit some in these windows. Cute. I'm just adding stuff for the sake of adding stuff now. You're gonna have to bear with me, guys. Let's maybe use a copper grate. Ah! I don't like that block. I keep breaking it. I think that works. Yeah. Okay. This is what we've got so far. Next session, we'll do maybe the exterior, like all of the surrounding area. We'll do the interior. I'll have a little look off camera, decide what I'm going to do next session. I do want to do some texturing around the end here. We are going to build that second building, like over here. Maybe do like some cute paths and stuff. We'll decide on the interior. We don't have a lot of space on the interior, but I think we can make it work. So I think next time we'll do the other building. We'll do an episode on all the paths and stuff, and then the interior as well for part 3. But this is where we're going to leave it for now. Here's our little tower. If you have any suggestions to help me kind of get back into building, kind of relearn everything, please let me know if you've got any good tutorials. I'd love any advice that I can get, because I am not the best at building. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope this has been entertaining and helpful for anyone. If it was, please let me know in the comments, and please let me know what else you'd like to see me build on this little forever creative world. See you next time. Bye!